Hey guys, me Blaine, and today is such a beautiful day. It's been some gloomy weather recently with some storms coming through and everything's been cloudy and rainy and all that. But today it is a lot shinier, bright, sunny, and I am going to get outside and I'm going to install a full set of mud flaps for my Tesla Model Y here. I'm looking forward to installing these because the ones I've seen on Tesla's Tesla.com, the ones that they have, to me they seem to be a little bit square on the corners there. The ones I got, they're a little bit more rounded. I think they're going to look a lot better. I'm really looking forward to getting these installed. I did not purchase these. Another company reached out to me and they sent them to me for free. So I am testing them out and see how they work. I don't have to return them or anything like that to them. I'm getting to test them out and do a review on them. So hopefully they're good. If not, like I said, I'm going to give my honest opinion on how I like the way they install and all that. So, oh yeah, first of all, I would really like to say thank you to all the different people out there that have used my referral link and have purchased a vehicle. Those referral miles that I get right now, because we're still going through the pandemic, they're banking up. I have them banked up, but they do extend by 6 months every time I get a new referral. So for the next couple years, I'm going to have free supercharging miles. So any trips that I take my family on, I'm not going to have to worry about paying for anything. So guys, I really appreciate all the referrals I've received. I really appreciate all the love and support that people have reached out to us. I want to do a special shout out to Laura and Drake. They've I believe that they're engaged and they both have a Model Y and a Model 3. Just a shout out to them. Thank you for supporting me. And anyways, right now I'm going to take my car through a car wash, which I know some people don't like the fact that, you go through a car wash and yes, I'm too lazy to actually get out and hand wash my vehicle, but I do want to go through and get it washed before I get out there and start installing the mud flaps. So, all right, so I got my car pulled into my makeshift garage. No, I don't have a garage in my house. Long time ago, my garage was converted into a studio, another bathroom and laundry room, which we really do like. But all that was done before we bought the house. But and we still love the location of our house, so that's the reason why we took it. But no, I don't have a garage. So sometimes I have to do things outside. I do have a workshop, as you can see back there. I do a lot of different woodworking, and I like to keep my hands busy and do different things. I build a lot of things. I also got my buddy Samson over here. He's watching. He's going to be supervising today. So if he sees me do anything wrong, I'm sure he will step in and let me know. Right, buddy? Samson, right? You going to help me? And then here comes Foster hiding around in the corner there. Oh, he's gone. All right, well, let's get started here. So the first thing, as you can notice, is I received it in a box like that. And this is all it is. I got 4 pieces and a bag of hardware, some screws and whatnot. They do have the instructions and everything online. The box did not come with any instructions. They sent this directly from the company that I got it from. I will post their information, their link and all that in my description. I will also have it here along the bottom of the screen, and you can go click on the link and go purchase them if you want. By clicking the link, I am an Amazon affiliate and I do get I do get commission off of that. So by you doing that, you're helping out my channel, and the money that I bring back, I do put back into my car and my family and everything else. So I really appreciate it when people do that. So anyways, let's get started here. All right, so before I get started, I did go in and I printed out the instructions here. So I have these instructions. I will put these on my video as well. But anyways, it's very simple. From what it looks like, not really many tools are needed. It looks like I'm just going to need a flat tip screwdriver and whatever size socket or wrench I'm going to need to take out that bottom original screw in the car. But one thing I did notice on these, on the back sides of them, if you can see, here it says for Model Y, back left, back right, front right, and front left. And as you can see, what I really like about these is how nice and curved they are right through here. Being curved, I think they're going to look a little bit better because the ones on Tesla came straight out like that. And they just don't look good to me. But anyways, so I get these installed and see what my opinion is afterwards. But let's get going here. All right, so the one thing I did do on the front here is I went ahead and turned my wheel inward a little bit just to make it a little bit easier to get in here. But when you bring this mud flap up here, I did notice that you got that lip right here, and if you can see it, but that's where that lip right there is going to go. So it's going to go in there just like this. Then you got these two down here that I'm going to take out, and that's where you're going to insert the new hardware right here and right here. And then it's installed, and this right here keeps it from coming out. So let's do it. Pull that one out. Get that one out. I'm going to make sure there's no dirt or anything up in there. I do notice a couple leaves right here. Get those leaves out. I'll need them in there. All right. So we'll make sure that that's in the groove right there. And they say to do the outside one first. Not exactly sure, but that's fine. Okay. Got that one in there like that. And then we're going to take this. That there is your female part, and this is your male part. So I'm going to hold that in. Push it in good. Oh yeah, that held in. That's in there good. That's all you got to do. Set up at the next one. Take the male part. Got it in all the way. And that thing's installed. Let's take a look at it. I just love the way it's curved right here and doesn't come straight down and look all bulky. It actually looks like it's part of the car. I mean, they even have it formed right here to go around that. And it doesn't move. Well, moves a little bit right there. I'm not gonna lie to you. But pretty simple. And the other thing to know, so far I've only had to use one small little flat tip screwdriver. So hopefully that's a sign to show you out there that anybody can install this sucker on here. And this is the front left wheel. All right, let's do the back wheel. All right, guys, so one pro tip that I want to give you has to do with maintenance, has to do with everything. Quick background, I was a F-16 crew chief on fighter aircraft for 20 years in the Air Force. And one thing that as a mechanic out there on the flight line is you can't drop anything. You drop a little screw, you have to find it. Because if the screw was to get sucked up into an intake, there goes an aircraft. So one thing I like to do, especially when I don't have a garage, I don't have a nice flat even surface, I got some blocks over here and some concrete, I lay down a rag or a piece of carpet here. This carpet I got, it's something that came from U-Haul many years ago that I acquired. But I lay this thing down flat. First of all, it helps keep my my clothes clean from getting dirty and stuff. But if I was to drop a tool, drop one of these things that can be hard to find, it helps find it. It helps me find it easier than looking through cracks and rocks and different things like that. So lay down an old blanket or something. Lay down something flat wherever you can get in here. So as you can see, I pulled the blanket back here so I can do my rear quarter panel here, or my rear mud flap, I mean. And here's the bolt I have to take out. Right there's those other little pieces. So let me get started here. Okay, so let's get started. So, according to the instructions, hey Samson. All right, it looks like here, to do this one, we got those two screws to take out. However, the picture I'm looking at here is only showing one screw. That's weird. Make sure I got enough hardware. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So looking at it, we have enough hardware to replace both of these. I mean, there's two holes. It's just the picture in here is only showing one. So that's fine. Maybe that's on the Model 3. I don't know. So the first thing we'll do is take this one out. Okay. Gives me a little bit of problem. I'm going to get a little bit bigger screwdriver here. There we go. All right. Got both of them out. Next thing, I need to take out the screw on the bottom. It's going to take a 10 millimeter socket. All right, so I got a problem. It looks like while taking the bolt out, the nut housing on the inside came loose. So I get to do a little bit more work. I'm going to take this out right here, this inside cover, and see what I can see in there. All right. So if you can see down in here, that right there, see, that white thing, that's a nut. And I believe it should be welded right in there, and it broke the weld. So I'm gonna have to get in here and grab a hold of that nut so I can take this thing back out, which shouldn't be too hard. Don't know why that broke loose, but that's fine. As you can see, I was taking out the nut halfway and then it stuck on me there. So let me get in there. I don't think I'll be able to hold the camera and do it, but let's get in there and do it. All right, after a few minutes, as you can see, I was able to get the bolt out. I ended up having to use a pair of vice grips here to go inside and hold on to this. I had to go in there with this vice grip here to hold on to this nut that it looks like it broke the weld right there. So one thing about the installation, it is not the fault of the mud flaps. I'm having issues because of Tesla. And this could happen to anybody. I mean, you could be doing any kind of maintenance on anything and a weld break on you and you're screwed. So now I just need to come up with a way how I'm going to either reinstall this, which I don't think I'm going to. I might find a whole new bolt and nut to use. But my problem is how am I going to be able to get back in here with that nut and install it. Might end up having to go to the hardware store to get me the type of a nut that'll stay in there permanently, and then put the bolt up in there. So let me play around with this a little bit. As you can see, I pushed this all back in here. That way I could get down in here with it and get in there and take this out. So let me keep trying to figure this out a little bit and figure out how am I going to do it. Now, I do know I could probably put some kind of liquid weld on this, put it in there, but man, that'll probably break again, and I don't have hours. I don't want to wait hours to wait till this thing dries either. So let's see what I'm going to do. All right, so I just went down to AutoZone and I actually found the clip. It's one of these things right here. See, it's going to go up over that lip, and it's got the nut right there. And this one actually fits perfect with the existing bolt that I took out. Fits right up in there tight. So let's see if I can install this, if it works. Here is the type and everything that I got right there from AutoZone. It's like $3.85 with tax. So Dorman 961-315D as in Delta. So let's give this thing a try, see if I can get it to work. All right, as you can see, I got the clip installed. I've already made sure that the nut, or the bolt I mean, I'm able to go right up in there. So as long as I don't move it, it should stay right there and work just perfectly. All right, so let's continue with installing the mud flap. All right. Get this little clip in right here. I'm gonna line up my 2 inside holes. The instructions say to do these holes first and then the underneath bolt. So here's my 2. Take my female one first. Take my male part. Yep, got it heard a click. It's all the way in. Put the back one in. Got it in. And now it's time to put the bolt in. So let's see. Get in a comfortable position. I'm going to carefully try to get started. So I don't move that bracket. Slowly turn it. Either I didn't grab it, or I got the wrong size. All right, so my problem is I wasn't putting enough pressure on the bottom of the bolt going up, and it wasn't grabbing the new nut very well. So I was pushing up and it wasn't quite grabbing. So I ended up getting a different tool, reached up underneath, was able to push up and get it in. So let's put these clips back in and do it. Finish this sucker up. Now, I will be honest with you. I ruined 2 of these suckers because I had to take them back out to figure out why my nut wasn't, or the bolt wasn't going all the way in. So guess what I get to do? Make another trip to AutoZone to go get a set of these that I'm going to need for the other side. Click. And click. Finally got it finished. Let's take a look at it. So you can see, I got it installed. Nice and smooth. I like the way it forms right along there, and you can see the bolt right there. It's all up in there. That sucker's not coming out. I like the way it looks. See the front installed up there? Got the back. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you guys with the back left or back right and the front right, putting these 2 mud flaps on. However, I'm going to go ahead and install them, and then we'll take a look and see what it looks like afterwards, and I'll give you my conclusion on what I think about them. Okay, so got the mud flaps installed. One issue I did that I had is when I was over here. Hey Samson, when I was over here and I was installing the mud flap on the left hand side, and I had problems with that bolt going up in there, I ended up I couldn't get the bolt in, so I went to take it back out, and I'd already put in the little push rivets into it. So they're one-time use, so when I went to take them out, they broke again. The kit only comes with the exact amount of clips or push inserts here that you need for the car. So I had to make another trip over to AutoZone. So what I wanted to share with you though is I was able to get a new set of these rivets, these push rivets, and obviously they don't have parts for Teslas there. So the size and the kind that I got was the Dodge bumper push rivets, and made by Dorman, 963-229D as in Delta. There's the number. They worked perfect. They went right in, nice and tight, almost better than the ones that came with the kit. So keep that in mind. If you happen to break any of these, you can go down to Auto Parts, AutoZone, any one of those type of stores, and get some of the push rivets for them. Well guys, as you can see, the mud flaps went on. I will say one thing, that I shouldn't have really had any problems, except for the weld broke on the internal nut for the on the car on the back left hand side for the mud flap back there. The nut broke on it. That can happen to anybody. That's not a Tesla fault. It's not a fault of the mud flaps or anything like that, or even me. I was carefully taking them off, and the weld broke on it. So if that didn't happen, would have been a very easy job installing those mud flaps. I still give it a 2 thumbs up on installation. No issues at all, except for that one single nut breaking. But then I was able to figure it out on my own. I went to the auto store there, and I picked up the parts I needed and got it installed. So I really like the way these things look. I hope you do too. I think they look a lot better than the OEM ones from Tesla. The ones from Tesla, to me, come down straight and over. These ones here are more conformed to the body style of the car. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like them, if you don't like them, if you like the Tesla ones better. I had people asking, oh, I wonder if it's going to cause any range issues or anything like that with the backdraft. Man, they're small. They're not too big. They're not overdone. I think that they're going to not cause any issues at all with range. I mean, I couldn't imagine it really doing that much of a difference, but they could. But the main thing is they're going to help keep the underneath and the quarter panels of my car a little bit better, so that it's not kicking up rocks and dirt and sand and things like that. So for that aspect, I'm okay with it. Okay guys, thanks again for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, let me know in the comments down below. Tell me why you didn't like it. But anyways, be safe, drive safe, most of all, have fun. So until next time, please hit that subscribe button over there, hit my next video over there. Have fun. Bye.